All right, good morning, everybody. All right, right foot only. We're gonna lift toe and heel, toe and heel. Good, 4, 3, 2, switching over to the other foot. So lift and lift. Really waking up the feet today. We're gonna do one, I think we've done something like this before. It's a little bit different. All right, we're gonna lift it, knees and knees. So today we've got 8 exercises, kind of like we did in boot camp on Monday. But what we're gonna do is 60 seconds work, 20 seconds rest for round 1, 45-15 for round 2, and then 30-10 for round 3. Good, 4, 3, hamstring curls, triceps press it back. Reach the hands towards your heels. So we've got 3 rounds, 8 exercises, 60, 20, 45, 15, and 30, 10. So you lose about 15 seconds of work, but you only lose 5 seconds of rest. Knees back up. We're gonna start to add a little core rotation. If you don't want to rotate, just keep the legs nice and wide. That's okay too. Good, 4, 3, back to our curls. We're going to pull it back. So we want to keep our bellies in. If you want to take the arms up a little higher, your shoulders are feeling okay, go for it. 4, 3, tap it out to the side, reach right to the front. Good, 4, 3, 2. All right, in the center, we're gonna take it down. Slow deadlift, stand up nice and tall. So hinge at the hips, push the hips back. So we hinge and lift, hinge and lift. So as soon as your hips stop hinging, that's where we come up. If we hinge and then we keep going, that's usually our back that tries to take over. One more. Nice slow squats right here. Sit your hips back, push through, stand tall. Sit it back. My knee is already not happy with me today. So I'm gonna take it slow and steady, and I'm really gonna focus on technique, especially in the warm-up here. Good, couple more. All right, bring it up all the way. Right arm, circle it up. Bring it back around, staying here. Trying to figure out where to put my brace. That sucker is just huge. Good, switching sides. I might just take a wrap. Got a couple wraps that are really good. So up and around, bring it back. All right, bring it in the center, going back for our taps. Reach it up and overhead. Tap it back, push it forwards, push and push. 4, 3, tap it side, overhead. 4, 3, tap it back, push. Overhead, this is our last set. And back. Change it to a slow lunge. So step it back, bring it up nice and tall. You can start to add a little bicep curl here if you'd like. Good, lunge and lift. Lunge. We have 4 more, nice and slow. This is our chance work on technique. So when we do our strength, I really want you to focus on a little bit of a heavier weight and good technique. Side lunge, step it out, hold it in place right here. This is one of our exercises today. We're gonna do the one with the dumbbell pass, although the dumbbell is optional. 4, 3, hold it here, plank walkout. We're just gonna hold our plank for a moment. Normally we walk it back right away. Today I just want you to hold this plank. Good, 4, 3, 2, walk it all the way back up to standing. Roll the shoulders up, back, and down. Grab a quick drink of water. All right, first round, 60 seconds work, 20 seconds rest. We're gonna do jumping jacks, squat to press, then we're going to do tap backs with a press up, and it's optional to grab really light dumbbells for extra shoulders. We're gonna do rows, so we're gonna do 1 row, 1 curl. Then we have side lunge with dumbbell passes, curtsy with a front raise, skaters, and weighted march. So our whole workout today is all standing. So we're gonna get ready for jumping jacks. So getting ready, we have a minute in 8, 7, here's 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, so nice, good jumping jacks right here. Tap it out to the side, arms up. If you need to stop halfway, that's okay too. But we're just gonna alternate cardio and strength today. So remember, for the strength, it's okay to go a little bit slower, especially if you decided to go a little bit heavier with your weights. So our next one is going to be a squat with a press. We've got a lot of shoulders just right off the bat. And I want to say, I'm glad we're starting with the 60 seconds instead of ending with the 60 seconds, because a minute is so much longer than you think. Because normally we'd be stopping like right now. And today we got 45 or 15 seconds left to go. Not 45, 15. Now we're down to 10. Good, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, squat to press. We have 20 seconds of rest, so enjoy this rest period. Give yourself that little bit of recovery. We're gonna do squat to press. We've got less than 10 seconds. You can do 1 dumbbell, hold it on the end. I'm gonna do 2, 3, 2, and 1. Good, so we're gonna squat, and then we're gonna come up, and we're gonna press. Now you have options. I'm going a little heavier, so I know at the end of this 60 seconds, I'm gonna start getting pretty tired. I'm gonna alternate arms then. So I'm gonna squat, and then I'm gonna press. And I'm gonna squat, and I'm gonna press. But again, I'm going heavier, and I'm feeling it already. So I wanna work on technique. So I'm gonna really think, nice, good push, controlled, stable shoulder, belly's in when I squat, not letting my low back arch or round, not puffing out my chest. We've got 10 seconds. Here's 2 and 1. All right, weights down. We're gonna do those tap backs. If you want to do extra shoulders, you can add dumbbells, but you do not have to. So it's gonna be tap, tap, press, and press. Here's 2 and 1. So tap. Now if you need to, if you're like, my shoulders are smoked, this is good, this is fine, you'll ski. But if you can, I want you to reach it up, punch up towards the ceiling. Again, belly's in, reach and reach. Try to do a good glute squeeze. So instead of just bending the knees, which happens a lot, little bit of a forward lean, like you're walking into the wind. You gotta get that little lean forward. Squeeze your buns. Keep your knee pretty straight. Squeeze, squeeze. You can also just tap and tap. So not doing wide. 15 seconds, we're gonna do 1 row, 1 curl. Good, 3, 2, and 1. We have 1 row, 1 curl. So I'm choosing a weight that's good for my rows, might be a little heavy for my curls. But same thing, you can alternate if you need to. Here's 3, 2, and 1. So hinge, 1 row, stand, 1 curl. So nice, good hinge, row, and then curl. I'm switching to a palm up, row, instead of a hammer curl, because we do a lot of hammer curls in class, I want to switch it up. This is also really good for working on my grip strength and my wrists. So I know we kind of gravitate towards what feels good, what feels a little bit easier, but if it's one that doesn't feel easy, might mean that you need to work on it a little bit more, and it could mean that you just need to adjust your weights too. Good, 10 seconds, side lunge with a dumbbell pass. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, with or without the dumbbell, we're gonna do those quick side lunges, kind of like we did in the warm-up. If you can add a dumbbell, even if it's light, you're gonna get a little bit of coordination. It's a little bit harder, and it's gonna work your brain. So we're gonna take it side and then switch hands. So you're just, good, time's on. You're just moving something from side to side. I don't want you to do big turns looking towards the opposite side. Hips, knees, toes, chest, pointing forwards right in front of you. This is a little bit of back as well, because the dumbbell is pulling us down, and I want you to try not to let that dumbbell pull your arm forward. I want you to control the dumbbell going down, control your body position. After this, we have curtsy lunges with a front raise, slow and steady. Good, 10 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, I'm gonna go a little bit lighter. I'm just not sure if I'm feeling a 15 for a side lunge today, or a front raise. So nice and tall. We're gonna curtsy, bring it up and in. So it's kind of a little release. Hold your curtsy and stand. So your hands might be soft here. You kind of hold it by your tummy. Curtsy, arm down, lift, and stand. And it's okay if your curtsy isn't as deep. Everybody's a little bit different with how they're feeling today. And this is our strength. So this means slow and steady, maybe a little bit heavier weight. That is going to keep your heart rate elevated. Strength training should feel like a workout. We've got 10 seconds. We're gonna go for skaters. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, skaters. I gotta tell you, that 30 seconds is gonna feel like really fast by the time we get there. All right, skaters. Here's 3, 2, 1. So just nice, good steps. You can just do the cross behind. This is low impact. If you can bring your hands up higher, go for it. If you want to get a little triceps, you're absolutely welcome to do a little tricep kickback with your cross. If you're gonna do the tricep one, your elbows are a little bit lifted, because if we're just here, this is biceps, which is fine. But if you wanna get just a smidge of triceps, really reach the hands back, touch the wall. If you wanna make it a little bit harder, you're gonna add a nice good hop. Hop to the side. You can hop and pause. Balance challenge, agility. Good, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, weighted march. 1 dumbbell, 2 dumbbells, here, here, or here. Your call. So we're gonna stand nice and tall, brace our cores, nice good belly position. We're gonna march and march. Remember, this is our strength, so I want you to make sure that we're not wobbling side to side, that we're not just marching. Really try to get those thighs parallel to the floor. Brace your core. This is one, like most exercises, you'll feel your core turn on a little bit more when you grab heavier weights. Because if it's light, your body's probably used to it and it can handle it. But if you go just a little bit heavier, and it doesn't always have to be a lot, then you're gonna notice a little bit more. So I've got 15s. I could probably do this with 20s. With me, it's my grip that's gonna give out a little bit first. And I notice that I kind of wobble over to my right side, so I'm trying to watch that. Good, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Shake it out. Walk it around, grab a drink. We're gonna get our rest period. I'm gonna switch the timer, and then we're gonna do this round again. 45 seconds work, 15 seconds rest. So now that we're getting ready for round 2, something to consider is now that we're doing a shorter work period, you might be able to adjust your weights a little bit. Maybe you're good with staying the same. Maybe you can bump it up just a little bit. It's kind of up to you, especially when we get to the 30 seconds. We'll be a little bit tired, but we're not gonna have to work as long. So if you do the heavier weights, then you have a shorter work period. You're not gonna do as many reps, and that's what we want. Heavier weights, you're gonna end up decreasing the number of reps you do. So when you're ready to bump up weights, don't assume because you did 15 reps at 8 pounds that you're gonna be able to do 15 reps at 10 or 12 pounds. You might have to drop it a little. All right, getting ready, jumping jacks in 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So jumping jacks, 45 seconds. Right here. Remember, if you want to progress, one full jack and a whole bunch of little ones. One full, bunch of little ones. Yes? One full. This is a way to progress. This is the same where you don't have to go from low impact to high impact with no transition period in between. It's like you don't go from walking to running all at once. You walk, add in a little bit of jogging, then you go back to walking until you're ready to add in that jog. Or you walk, a couple days a week, jog 1 day a week. Good, rest, squat to press. I told you it's gonna feel goofy now that we're only doing 45 seconds. It's gonna be like, wait, where's the rest of our time? Plus we're a little bit more warmed up. Good, 3, 2, and 1. So squat, bring it up, press. But you'll also notice the rest period just got 5 seconds shorter. And when it was only 20 seconds to begin with, you're gonna notice. Lower, stand, lift. Good, 10 seconds. Good, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Weights down. We're gonna go for our tap back with our little bit of a press up or a reach out. Good, 3, 2, and 1. So tap, tap, punch the ceiling. So at mine, it's where my wall and my ceiling meet, because we don't want to be leaning forward and then try to punch the ceiling, right? But we don't want to tuck our back and reach this way either. Belly's in, stack those ribs. If you need to keep it lower, bicep curls, little kick back. reach. Less than 15 seconds. We're gonna go for our rows with our curls. Good, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. One row, one curl. So going back to strength, slow and steady. We're also getting a little bit of deadlifts in here, yes? 2, and 1. So hinge, one row, stand tall, one curl. So we've got good technique here. So what we want to work on too, when you're ready to start going a little heavier, you got to get that good technique going. Reduces your risk of injury when you start to lift a little heavier. So you build your good foundation before you start adding on. Just like the house, good foundation, then you start adding in your walls and your roofs. Good, 2, and 1. Weights down. This is our side lunge with our dumbbell pass. If you don't want to do the dumbbell pass, you're just going to do quick side lunges, reaching for your knee or your foot. Here's 2 and 1. So quick and quick. So your foot is planted. So think about a nice good tripod. So it's okay if your pant transfer is a little bit higher reach for the knees. So again, we don't want to turn our bodies and we don't want to just round our spine, right? Chest is up, hips go back towards your heels. So yeah, we've got that, kind of a forward fold, but that neutral spine position, just like we do in deadlifts. So this is kind of a deadlift cross with a side lunge. 3, 2, and 1. All right, curtsy with our front raise. Curtsy with our front raise. I'm gonna try a 15. We'll see how it goes. Might have to drop back down. Here we go. So curtsy, front raise, bring it up. So curtsy, straighten the arm a little bit in front of your knee, and come up. So it can be here, straighten, lift, and stand. This is also a control thing because you have to make sure that you're not smacking your knee with your dumbbell. 12 seconds. Holy hips. Oh my goodness. Here's 2 and 1. All right. Skaters. Feeling my hips on this one, not in a bad way. I'm just feeling those hips. Not bad. All right, skaters, 2 and 1. So a nice good side step. Little cross behind. Challenge. Don't tap your foot down to the floor. Can you hold your balance? Can you tap? This is another one where we don't want to turn our bodies going side to side. It's a cross, but your hips, knees, and toes point towards the front. You can hop, pause, hop and pause. 10 seconds. We're gonna go for weighted march. Here's 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, weighted march. Again, 1 dumbbell or 2. If you're sticking with your same weight, if you want to make this a little harder, instead of holding here, good, time's on. Can you hold here? Can you rack it? When we rack it, we're not letting our dumbbells rest on our shoulders, but we're not letting the dumbbell pull forwards. Shoulders set. Elbows, if you can, have them up a little bit. Just don't let them drop down towards your side. A little bit up, right here. Show me the weight on the end. So I'm still focusing on my right leg. I like to wobble. I'm trying not to. Push the floor away. Good, 3, 2, and 1. Weights down. Grab a quick drink of water. We've got one more round, and it's 30-10. So this means the transition period is going to be shorter because you're only going to have 10 seconds. So this is the one, since the work period is shorter, I encourage everybody, can you try a heavier weight? So you're not going to do as many reps. It's optional. You know how your body is feeling today. No judgments. All right, getting ready. Jacks in 8, 7, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Jumping jacks. Good taps. This is your opportunity to try to take it up. Again, always optional. You know how you're doing today. I'm going to try to take it up a little. I'm going to do full jacks for sure. I just got to remember, I got kickboxing after this, so. Oh my goodness. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, squat to press. It's only a 10-second transition, so it's definitely a little bit faster, a little bit shorter rest. 2, and 1. Here we go. Squat and press. I'm also trying not to get injured between now and Saturday, or now and Sunday, technically. All right, less than 10 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. Punches, press ups with those toe taps back. Here's 2 and 1. Punch and punch. This is your opportunity. If you're like, I'm still feeling okay, reach the arms up both at the same time. This is how you make it harder. So this is a little bit easier. Both working at the same time. Your heart's got to work a little bit harder. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. One row, one curl. Here's 2 and 1. Good hinge. One row, stand, one curl. We have 10 seconds. Good. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Weights down. Side lunge, dumbbell pass. Wide stance. Here we go. Side and switch. So again, we don't want to let the dumbbell pull the shoulder forward and relax the muscles on the back. You're controlling it. So imagine if the dumbbell was moving really fast. You need the muscles on the back of your body to slow it down. 2 and 1. Curtsy, front raise. Kind of wish I was wearing my watch today. 2 and 1. So curtsy, front raise, lift. Now you can just do a lunge. That's okay too, yeah? Or a little cross. This is going to be more of a balance challenge versus a leg challenge. It's okay. I know everybody's a little different. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Weights down. skaters or just your really good side steps. Here's 2 and 1. Side step, good cross behind. Choose your arms. This is our 30 seconds. Try to add your hop, plant your foot, cross. Good, 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Weighted march. This is our last set. This is our last exercise. I'm gonna choose the final option right here. You do not have to do arms overhead. It's okay, but if your arms are overhead and they're here, this is not gonna work out really well for your arms, right? You lock them out. I know this is a shoulder issue for a lot of people, so just keep that in mind that this might be not comfortable for you. Try to lock it out. Good, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it in, shake it out, walk it around. Grab a quick drink. So this is our chance, walk around, heart rate and breathing down. Grab a quick drink of water. The big thing is to keep moving. If you've got the space, you can always just walk. And take those nice deep breaths. So cooling down after your workout is part of your workout. I know some people have to leave early, and that's cool. I get it, but take that time, get your heart rate and breathing down. I found that if I don't do at least a little bit of stretching, like I can't skip my warm-up anymore. And it really doesn't work if I try to skip my cool down. At least cool down. You can't stretch. All right, let's take our legs nice and wide. Slow side lunges, so 2 to the right, 2 to the left. So we've done this a lot. This is really just to get the heart rate down. So we want to keep our chest up right here. So we don't want to go down. Look at the floor, rest your hands on your thighs. I want you to try to stay up. Still focusing on the breathing. Good, let's bring it into the center, wide stance. A little bit of a cat-cow here. So inhale, exhale. I automatically start to go with the rhythm. If that is too fast, slow it down. So you can inhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 3, 2, 1. Good, in and out. If that's too slow, find another one. So in, 2, 3, out, 2, 3 is okay. Last one. Exhale, we're gonna roll it all the way up. Roll the shoulders as we start to bring those feet in. Right foot, take it back, all 10 toes pointing forwards. Heel is going to go down and up, down and up. Rolling through the ball of the foot. This is a great stretch for underneath your feet, stretching out that plantar fascia and a little bit of your Achilles tendon. 2, good, all 10 toes forward, back heel is down, knee is straight. So remember, the plantar fascia on your foot goes over your heel and turns into your Achilles. Good, press the back knee forward over your toes, heel stays down, stretches lower down by your ankle and your heel. And that Achilles tendon goes up into your calf muscles, so it's all connected. Let's lift our heel, tuck your tail, squeeze your glute, drop it down, just a nice good hold. So a lot of times it starts from the ground up. So if you have issues with your feet, it starts affecting your knees, your hips, your back, your shoulders, all the way up the chain. Good, let's take a little step in with your back foot, front toe up or down, single leg squat, circle the arm around. Single leg, circle around. So the front knee is straight. We're just doing a nice good kind of little hamstring stretch with an arm circle. hinge, circle. Last one, hinge. Bring it all the way up, toe tap, take it down and lift, down and lift. So a little tricep, 4, 3, 2. All right, take that front leg. We're going to step it back. Everything on the other side, lunge position, down and lift, rolling through the big toe. This is my leg, I gotta watch it. So it's always just being aware of your body position where it is. So if you feel like you're going really to the inside of your foot, check your position. Good, back heel, we're gonna take it down. All 10 toes forward. I also notice I roll out. So I pronate on this foot. I roll to the outside edge and I'm trying to just gently bring it in. Good, back heel stays down, press that back knee forwards. And I can feel it's tighter on the outside because I keep pronating. So some things you can fix, some things you can't. It's always worth the effort. Good, lift your back heel, tuck your tail, squeeze your glute, drop it down. And when I watch my position, I also feel tighter in the outer thigh because this is the one that likes to go out. So I turn it in because these muscles are tight now. Let's take that back foot, step it in, single leg squat, single leg, and circle it around. So nice, good hinge, lift it up. Hinge and circle. Couple more, hinge, circle. Here's 2. Last one, hinge, bring it all the way up, toe tap with the tricep down and lift, down and lift. So we're getting a little tricep. I have palm forward, you're welcome to have palm facing your shoulder. 2 and 1, good, bring it in. We're just gonna take it a little bit wide. Big breath in, exhale. Good, big breath in and out. And you are all done.